we're here today because BBSM, we are here for our parents, wanting to see the best for our kids, but we are here with you, reminding them to practice, encouraging them to make their schedules, to set their alarms to practice, not to procrastinate. And we're with you laying it brick by brick so that we can build a solid foundation that they can build this gift on. So the first thing that we're going to do is a short icebreaker. If you could write a book about your child's piano journey up until this point, what would the title of this book be? And why would you title it that?
Okay. I maybe would title it The Struggle is Real.
Okay.
Because sometimes Ruth Ann doesn't remember that it's practice. As if I'm the one who's doing piano, I have to remind her almost every single time that, hey, remember you have lesson today. She hardly wants to practice outside of class time. So it is really hard for her to just get up and practice on her own. So I would definitely entitle it The Struggle is Real. So
The Struggle is Real. I like that. Trust me when I tell you, you are not the only parent who would probably title the book The Struggle is Real. And I'm going to actually put out a poll this week to get the names of titles from parents, just to really encourage other parents to feel like, listen, you're not alone in this. So take heart. Learning piano happens by increments, right? You know the quote that says that Rome was not built in a day, and it was laid brick by brick over time. However, making sure that our young pianists are meeting their growth markers is what's more important. So my next question to you is, after writing the book, The Struggle is Real, what would you say would be at the top of your checklist to say, hey, if I see this, I know my child is succeeding in piano?
For her to just get up one day and say, I'm going to practice on her own without anybody have to say daddy or myself.
I love that. I love that. I love that. And that's part of why we're doing this, because when it comes to piano lessons, I believe that not every child is going to be a musician, you know, like they're not going to grow up to do something great on the instrument. However, the opportunity that they are given is what we really want to zone in on. And I love what you said. I'm going to take another poll, because I don't think that a lot of people would use that as a marker. I think that people would use, oh, my child can play a song, so that means that they're doing good. But you use one of the markers that I subscribe to. Can my child be responsible with something that is not required? If Ruth Ann did not pass her math exams, would you let her drop out of math class?
No, not at all.
Right, you would find different ways. You would get her a tutor. You would, kind of like you said, you would get to the root of the problem, because her knowledge is not the problem. Her ability is not the problem. It might be the habits that she's cultivating that brings the problem. So when it comes to talent, and just speaking personally, because you're here with me, I've seen Ruth Ann grow by leaps and bounds, right? So imagine if she was practicing, two things would happen. She'd probably progress a lot faster, and two, she would probably enjoy the process. Because when kids are really making progress, it encourages the process. So we want to begin to create a checklist to make sure that the foundation that our kids are being taught and given is a solid foundation, and that parents are just a part of the process. Setting goals with your child is paramount, because if there are no goals, then how do you know if they're doing well, right? How do they know if they're doing well? Because they're children, and children kind of just go along with things. But if you could sit down and say, okay, well, 6 months ago, we said that you would learn 6 songs and that we would do this. Let's sit down and let's see, did we meet those goals? And it breeds a spirit of pride, you know, in their work, and saying, oh, so this is not just something that just goes on forever. I can stop every 6 months or every year and see that I'm actually making progress. And with that, they're able to actually grow because they can see the progress. As we go into the master checklist, remember, learning piano is incremental. Students will always be building on concepts, and mastering concepts gives them the freedom to be able to perform and grow to the next level. Today, thank you so much. This is Growth in Progress. This is our first meeting. I want to extend a hand to the parents to say, listen, we are in this together. The kids jump online, they have their lessons and they're gone. I might say hi to the parents, but just to be able to have these conversations is key. They need someone there, not musically, that's my job, right? That's the job of a teacher, but they need you guys there coaching them to make sure that schedules are set up. They're using their metronome, that they're counting, that you're reminding them that there should be no mistakes, that they're performing for their families and they're performing for their friends. So we want to make sure that your investment that is being made in your time, in your money, in your effort, that you can see it back, even if it's in the smallest way, that they have good habits, or they're able to teach a child a song, or they're using their gift, or they're being paid for their gift. That's amazing. One of my students who just went to college sent me videos of him playing already, and he's a freshman. And I'm just so excited for him because I know that I was able to pour into that.